These people are lucky enough to have beautiful houses tucked away in the middle of nowhere. Must absolutely rue the day that sat-navs were invented. So I'm heading down to Tisbury this afternoon, which is in the very kind of southern part of the county of Wiltshire, in what's called the Nadder Valley. It's a really beautiful part of the world, actually. We'll probably be riding through some really lovely, quintessential English villages, thatched cottages, all that kind of malarkey. So why Tisbury, I hear you ask? Well, Tisbury itself is quite a nice place, but it's also the home in the churchyard there. It's the home of a very, very old yew tree. And by very old, I think it's reputed to be one of the oldest, if not the oldest, living things in the United Kingdom. I reckon it probably started life when there was a Bronze Age settlement where Tisbury now is. Something like 2200 BC, around that kind of era. But yeah, it's a really interesting tree. Some interesting kind of facts and figures around it, which I'll share with you when we get to Tisbury. A lovely day for a ride. Temperature is in the low 20s. I think it's probably about 22, 23. Plenty of sunshine. So what have we got here? Odds on it's a cyclist. And there they are. Not just one, but two of the buggers. Just passing through Wilton here, ancient capital of Wessex, and by extension, capital of England, really. Well, we're in the Nadder Valley area now. And just passed through Dinton. Some of the other villages up here are really, really beautiful. Look at that one. But you need quite deep pockets to buy a house around here, I can tell you. This is lovely, isn't it? Little stream running along there, look. Beautiful. Fucking hell, left? You are kidding me. Alright, let's do it. There you go, nearly missed it. Well, I'm trusting that my route knows where it's going. These people are lucky enough to have beautiful houses tucked away in the middle of nowhere. Must absolutely rue the day that sat-navs were invented, because they probably never had any traffic coming down and passing them.
Now turn slightly left.
But nowadays, of course, sat-navs take you down every little road and rat run, shattering their peace. Well, obviously a little cut through. Pretty sure I didn't plot that road when I was plotting this route. But my route thinks it knows better. Anyway, very pretty, albeit a bit gravelly. Tisbury, there you are. Well, we've come here through a slightly off the beaten track route, which I wasn't expecting. I'm hoping I can park just outside the church. It is a lovely little place. Ah, here's the church. Look at that, just enough space in front of those double yellow lines. Perfect. Let's go and find this yew. St John the Baptist, Tisbury. There she is. So, what's a big lump of concrete doing in the middle of it, you're probably asking yourself. Let's have a wander around and I'll explain what that's all about. Beautiful church. So as I said earlier, this yew is believed to be, in fact proven to be, over 4,000 years old. It was actually carbon dated by the well-known famous botanist David Bellamy. It's carbon dated to something like 2000 BC. I wonder if David Bellamy found it while he was rummaging around in the undergrowth. That's a terrible impersonation. But anybody of a certain age will hopefully understand what I'm getting at. So the concrete. This tree has got a 37-foot girth or diameter. It's absolutely immense. And back in the mid-19th century, it was written somewhere in some chronicle or whatever that they actually held a breakfast in there with 17 people inside it. It was also often used as a shelter. I think at one stage they even had a couple of cows in there. But as it's got old, it was recommended by, I think, Kew Gardens in the mid-20th century to fill it up with concrete because it was unable to support its own weight and would sadly have probably not survived. So they filled it in, as I say, the mid-20th century with this huge, great lump of very ugly concrete. But it is actually preserving the tree. It's absolutely beautiful. The Tisbury Yew. The construction of this church started in the, I think, the 12th century. It's been kind of added to and improved many, many times over the years, as you can imagine. But in essence, there's been a church of some sorts here since the 1100s. And actually, the original spire, that was something like 60 foot high, I think, was taken down in the middle of the 18th century because it kept getting struck by lightning. Alright, well, back to the bike. I can see it's still there. There she is in all her glory. My lovely R12 Nine T. Lovely church. Another nice little place. Hindon. A wall of hay bales. There's certainly worse things I could be doing with my Saturday afternoon, that's for sure. So this turn here will take us up onto the plain. We'll be going through Chitton shortly, which is, if you look at it on a map, pretty much right in the middle of the plain. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Sitting outside the pub, sunny Saturday afternoon. It's a lovely church, isn't it?
700 yards, continue straight ahead.
A few bikes there. We've just come into Market Lavington, which I think I'm right in saying is technically the dead centre of Salisbury Plain. Now we've got no fucking road surface at all. So just a couple of miles from home now. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, it's much appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.